I was going through the paper reading all the articles about myself, and then I saw Drew Barrymore got married, and they had this little picture of her in short shorts, and she's sitting in a chair, and she has a little bippy top on and her belly sticking out.
Doesn't even matter who she married.
She cute. Man, lucky guy. She met him a month ago. She's not too stable.
Well, look, come on. She's been in and out of rehab since 13.
God, she is so needy. She needs a man. Tell her what to do.
Not too stable.
Yeah, I met him a month ago. It was a bit sudden, the publicist said.
Did you see that...
She's a little piece of ass.
Inquirer show on Shannon Doherty and her husband, that the marriage that lasted 6 months? They had met a couple of months before they got married, and he admits to her brandishing a gun and chasing him out of the house.
Let me tell you something. I met that girl. She's worth it. I would love 6 months. You know, all I'd want is 6 months.
That's all you need.
I'd marry her for 6 months. Let her chase me around the house with a gun. Because let me tell you something. When I got that gun out of her hand, she's going to have to deal with my gun. that 2-inch gun I have. I'll give her
a snub nose.
Yeah, I'll give her a snub nose. What?
Take your chance.
Right. I'll wear a bulletproof vest on the honeymoon.
You're 45 to my snub nose. 38.
Yeah. Here's the snub nose, Shannon. She's worth it. She's a hot little monkey. Oh, she's a minky. And Drew Barrymore, too, is another one that does it for me. She's a bad, bad girl.
You're drooling over a 19-year-old.
Yep, that's right. Oh, you have to hear this one.
What?
So, you know, Joey Buttafuoco got out of prison, and he wants to fight Geraldo Rivera.
Right.
So, Channel 2 News, while I'm watching my run for governor, they also say Howard Stern has... I was in the whole Channel 2 News yesterday. Howard Stern has set up a fight between Joey Buttafuoco and Geraldo Rivera. Geraldo will be speaking about the fight from his gym, live. Okay, cool. Turn on the news. Geraldo's on there. He says, you know, I've been thinking about this, and I have a bit of an announcement to make. So I go, oh, here he goes, pussying out again. I will fight Joey Buttafuoco. I'll fight anywhere, but I don't want Joey Buttafuoco making any money off of this. So all the proceeds have to go to charity if we're going to fight. I'm listening to this. I go, boy, is this a load of bull. What a pussy. I'll tell you why. I said, all of a sudden, he has a problem with Joey Buttafuoco. I said, Joey Buttafuoco made it with a 16-year-old. Geraldo, who, of course, was in his 30s, I guess, when he worked at ABC and was getting it on with the interns, who I guess were maybe they were 18. I don't know what they were.
Well, whether they were 18 or not, he used undue influence, being, you know, this star news man,
when you
et cetera.
When you're a big star at ABC and there are interns there, I think there's a certain amount of trust that you're not going to have sex with the interns. There are many sexy interns here, and I keep my distance.
They're getting belly button rings for you and everything.
Yeah, I mean, you think this is easy. It's not. Believe me. We got one intern that looks like Nicole Eggert. I see Ralph up here hitting on her yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah, I threw him right out.
There's no guarantee that Ralph won't hit him.
Yeah, that's sickening. And she's got some body, that girl.
It was funny because she's often in mini skirts.
Mini skirts and little tight tops with very big chests. And I'm a man, you know what I mean? There's only so much I can take. But all right.
And one day we walked into the office and she was bent down looking for something in the file cabinet in this little mini. I couldn't believe what I was seeing.
And Robin, I passed out in Robin's arms, and Robin was like cradling me. You know.
It's like, Howard's not supposed to be able to have to put up with this.
You know, I'll say one thing about Buttafuoco. At least as a body shop guy, getting a young girl is a challenge. For Geraldo, when he was getting his young girls, it was pretty easy.
It was really taking advantage.
Yeah, I'd say so. So then I turn on the news and I hear Geraldo suddenly has a morality problem with Buttafuoco. And he says, I don't think Joey Buttafuoco should make money off of this. And I said to myself,
he should do it just for the pure pleasure of beating Geraldo.
Yeah, right. So he says, that's right. So then I'm thinking about Geraldo's career. If that is the case, that Geraldo doesn't want Joey Buttafuoco making money, why is Geraldo making money every time he has Nazis on, skinheads on, women who have been abused by their husbands? He has the husbands on.
has those setup shows where all of a sudden, you know, a guy's going to be accused of by his daughter or something of abusing her, and the father doesn't even know he's being set up.
But Geraldo's being a hypocrite. Every day of the week, Geraldo goes on TV and makes money. He doesn't pay these people. He brings heroin addicts on,
and
crack dealers,
gives them cover,
pimps. Not only gives them cover, but he makes a fortune off of that thing.
Yeah, but I'm saying he's exposing criminals, but he keeps them in the shadows.
Yeah.
So that they can't get caught. He's protecting them.
He has shows with skinheads. I mean, I'll tell you one thing. I'd do business with Joey Buttafuoco before I do business with a Nazi. So, I mean, you got to be consistent in your approach to life. So I say every time he has a Nazi on his show, he should donate the proceeds of that show
to charity.
To charity.
Well, he is. It's the Geraldo
Rivera charity. So I'm listening to this, and I'm laughing my ass off because Geraldo's making 0 sense. Get me Geraldo on the phone.
You know what happened. He started hearing from groups.
Yeah.
That's what happened.
Yeah, he got all nervous. And you should have heard him on Channel 2 News. I have cultivated an image now where I am trying to give money to charities and women's groups and blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, hey, wait a second. So why don't you fight and give your money to charity? Who cares what you do?
Yeah, that's your money.
Yeah. I mean, quite frankly, I don't care if Joey Buttafuoco and Geraldo fight for charity. I'll be there and I'll do the play-by-play.
That's what Joey Buttafuoco wants.
Yeah, right. But I don't see any reason why Joey shouldn't make a couple of bucks.
The law says that Joey needed to do 6 months or whatever.
He did it.
And he did it.
Yeah, I mean, what's the point? And Geraldo suddenly has a conscience about doing business with Buttafuoco?
That's the worst person he can find. Out of all the people he's ever done business with.
Take a look at that show one day and see who he's doing business with on a daily basis. If anything, he shouldn't have any problem with Buttafuoco.
They're buddies.
I mean, Geraldo was at ABC with the interns.
In the hallway. He didn't even take him out. At least
yeah.
Amy got taken to Double Trouble or whatever the boat was.
Got her on a boat. He had her in a hotel. He had dinners.
A botel.
A botel? When's the last time you were in a botel, Robin?
They should be in the green room swapping stories.
Yeah, right.
I'm sure they have been.
Geraldo's making no sense.
He's in a stairwell.
Yeah. No sense whatsoever. What is it?
I couldn't get Geraldo on the phone. I spoke to Cece.
What'd she say?
Well, he got in very, very late last night.
What was he doing? He was at the Geraldo party? I mean, the Buttafuoco party?
No, that's tonight. Yeah. And she said, you know, maybe he'll call us later on.
Okay, good.
Dating.
He's out with the interns. I was watching this. I couldn't believe what I was seeing.
Born again Geraldo.
I couldn't believe I was seeing me on TV as a governor candidate. And I couldn't believe I was seeing him on TV. So, in fact, I could believe him less than me. Gubernatorial candidate Howard Stern.
Well, I keep seeing that gubernatorial candidate Howard Stern is showing up to Buttafuoco's party tonight.
I'm not.
How many times do you have to say no?
I don't know why my name keeps popping up in there. They keep going, this is a star-studded celebrity party, and Howard Stern will be there. First of all, if I'm the only star they got, they're in big trouble. That's what's pissing me off. That's why I might not do business with Buttafuoco. Stop using my name. But as far as Geraldo having a problem, doesn't make any sense.